All right, so here today we are back with another one, a brand new game, finally coming global after a very long time. Today, I want to update you on everything that's happening over here, watching over regarding this game, as again, we are only 2 weeks away. Yeah? You heard me right, 2 weeks away from the official global launch. Been a while since I uploaded this channel, but I am back. I'll be covering this game over here alongside some other ones, so make sure to subscribe up if you enjoy the content. Leave a like. Thank you again. Let me know if you're going to be checking out the game and trying it yourself, but finally, after, yes, this is probably the longest gap in history, but I think this might be the one, 4+ years. Yes, you heard me right. This has existed on the JP and the KR servers for 4+ years. Probably the longest gap ever. But yes, finally, Umamusume is getting its global launch. Oh my god, 4+ freaking years of waiting. We're finally getting it. Umamusume, again, coming globally very soon. You're wondering, hey, Gogo, what about them dates? Yes, we got them over here. Again, the game is launching June 26th, 2025 for you guys to go and enjoy with. Now live with pre-order/pre-registration. You can pre-order now on the App Store or Google Play. And another special release over here that a lot of people were dying for. Again, order it here. It's releasing June 26th. They did give a bit of the launch roster already. Experience the thrilling stories of historic racers such as these ones over here. And so many more. Over 20 Umamusumes, right, was searching for a trainer to help them achieve their goals. That was, again, the first confirmation there. Pretty much, we get some screenshots and everything associated. Also live on Google Play for those that want to go and take care of it. Published both and developed by Cygames Inc. Again, if you're wondering what Cygames has done before, these are the games. Most of them do remain in service for a decent amount of time, but again, it's up to you. This game should last because it's a freaking 4-year-old game at base. Don't think they can end of service while the game is 4 years, right? 4 years of content already in it. So that's a bit of a, I guess, better thing. Yes, it also is releasing, drumroll please, on Steam. For those that care, it is releasing officially on Steam with a PC client. Things that games nowadays need to go incorporate. Sadly, not all games are incorporating them, but this will. This, again, plans to release in approximately 11 days. Only 11 days. June 25th is the planned release date. You can now add it to your wishlist over here. Single-player online PvP, Steam achievements, in-app purchases, Xbox controllers, and PlayStation controllers for full controller support. Pretty cool, pretty nice. That's what we have over here. For those asking, this is not, you hear me right, this is not an English dubbed game. So if that turns you off, automatically, that's it, GG's. It is not an English dubbed game. It is going to be an English interface, and it's going to be English subtitles. But again, it is not being full audioed in English. First off, that'll be a pain. I would see that now, with especially the launch roster and the roster to come. Would be a pain, but, you know, they could do it in the future, maybe. Who knows? They are kind of, I think, partnered with Crunchyroll, so they could get that done. But again, at launch, doesn't look like it's happening, and we speculate it won't really happen, but it could. It always could. So there is that on top of everything. Next up over here, they have launched their official Twitter. They, again, went live for pre-registration starting on April 28th. They have been tweeting a bit now for a lot of different things, both promoting the anime, also showing off characters, showing off features, and showing off things like that. And on top of everything, their site has officially gone live with the launch rewards. Yes, everybody's favorite thing when it comes to this. Again, pre-registration started over there on April 28th. There is no such thing as pre-register milestones. They didn't really care for that. They just said what your gift is day one, which, again, the debut celebration presents will be available upon the game's official release and can only be claimed once per game account. Again, they are subject to change, whatever. Over here, this is the official launch presents. We will be getting 3.75k carats, which is, again, about like 2-ish and a half-ish multis. It says right there, good for 25 scout attempts, which is about 2 10 pulls, and then 1 half 10 pull, which is again a 5 pull. So pretty much this game does have 10 pulls. It does benefit when you do a 10 pull. Obviously with most gachas, they have that benefits. So again, doing a 10 pull is always what you want to do. A 10 pull costs about 1,500 carats, 3k for 2 10 pulls, and obviously speaking, given the number here, 3.75 is 25 scouts. 2.5 10 pulls. We also picked up 100,000 monies, 50,000 support points, 45 alarm clocks, 45 toughness, 30 seconds, and 30 goddess statues. Those are all of the, again, rewards you can pick up over here in-game for the launch debut celebration. This is going to be your reroll amounts, if you catch my drift here, so make sure to use them wisely and have fun with what they give us. Again, about 25 scout attempts. So again, depending on how you're planning on rerolling, Please rerunning, get it? Because it's a pun, runners, because this is a horse girl racing game. You know, runner, yeah. No, but make sure to take care of this again and log in, have fun, and use these on whatever you seem fit. Second to last thing I show you is pretty much this. People have their own ideas on how side games will end up bridging the gap, which is, yes, a 4+ year gap. I'm curious on how you think they'll do things, if you think that they're going to full send it and rush to where JP is, or if they're going to say, you know what, we're good at where we're at, we'll just launch the game and continue the game as if it was the JP server, launched over here with maybe the tweaks, the fixes, the quality of life, and keep the banner format the same. For right now, we really can't tell until global launch goes through and until we get closer to that day where maybe some more streams happen or some official information comes through. You won't know, but I did want to say that yes, the 4+ thing is a scare, is a thing that you know what's next. It's always that good and that bad to it, but what do you think's gonna happen? Will they pull a JJK, spam out banners? Will they pull a standard game and just keep it as a 4-year gap? What do you think? Let me know down below. But yeah, last but not least, what I wanted to show you was I was finally able to get into this dumb game. It was an absolute pain trying to get into this. Pretty much, I'll just give you my experience in like a 5-second format. Tried getting into DMM games, whatever, almost died. Tried getting into the VPN, because the VPN is to be exclusive, almost died. Rough time, very, very rough time. Then downloading the game and then failing the game's download because it's like, you don't even want to know. A very, very tough time, but I finally got into the JP version of the game. Just, if you're asking, like, do I play JP? No, don't play JP. Wait till global, because it is rough if you're trying to get in. I had an old account in this game, tried getting into that old account. It was as if it was deleted because they apparently, the IP and everything, you can't get in. So it was rough. And my other game is gone. So GG, boys. My other account. But I restarted an account over here just to see everything again and show you some of the launch videos and like plan things and guides and everything associated. Pretty much, if you're wondering real quick, the monies you're getting over here looks like this. It is like a level up currency, basically speaking. The premium currency is the 3.75 that you were getting, which is the carrots. Carrots in this game can offer up into 2 currencies. One currency being the paid currency, which is offered up differently. That is going to be the orange buttons. The green buttons are the main ones you're summoning with. It's 1500 for a multi. If you're asking me about how the rates are, I'll describe this in a different video, but for now, rates are pretty much not as good. So a lot of you are coming from my Nikkei channel, as I promoted this over there. The rates aren't as good as Nikkei. It's 4% is what Nikkei has, and a 2%, which means a 50-50 per pull, or pull SSR. This one is 3% at its base and 0.75 at its rate up. Not terrible. Most games nowadays incorporate less than 1% rates or less than 2% rates. This is 3% at its base, which is, again, pretty solid, but it's a 0.75 rate up, which means it's like less than 1 in a 30 chance to pull something. So yeah, you will have a lot more, let's say, SSRs pulled where it's not the main rate up, but it's still, comparatively speaking to most gachas nowadays, this still is pretty solid. The free-to-play aspect of it is definitely there. They do offer a bunch of carrots in promotion events, in anniversary events, in login events, daily events, anime exclusive events. This does have an ongoing anime, and I think they're releasing a movie or something like that. So they have a lot of stuff going on with the IP itself, which always correlates into events and other celebratory things like that. They do limiteds very well, and it's just, for the most part, it's a very, very, in my opinion, friendly game from what I've seen on JP. The only thing is, if global keeps that friendliness and everything, they have training modes where you have to go and level up your characters in this case and take care of them and prepare them for races and such. They have a support card system, which is also worth mentioning, and they have separate gachas for that specifically. So that's a thing that you just want to kind of also be aware of. I think this game launches a new banner every 2 weeks, which is another thing there. If you don't like the 3-week content cycles, this one is a 2-week content cycle. Each event has a limited thing associated to it. For example, over here, this is one of the ongoing events that's currently there. It's, if you've played like Ultra Impact and games like that, where they have like on each click, on each event download, you like download something, it's similar to that as well. There's, again, a bunch of different things this game has, but I'll save all this stuff for future videos. Just wanted to show it to you what the game looks like in the game. And this is what it looks like, all right? After suffering, I was able to get into this. You can, again, like Nikkei and like any other game, swap your party roster and stuff like that. They have check-in events over here and everything associated, or rather, the events that are active, right? Not check-in event, but mail, again, everything associated too. For now, it's DMM games over here, so it's kind of hard to access everything because of the IP and such. So for now, I'll wrap it up there. I'll talk about other things in the future and show you more in depth in the game, but just a bit of a scratch the surface in this video. Take care, have fun. I'll catch you guys in the next one.